Welcome to Sarge SC Reviews, and today we are talking about the Citizen Starter Pack and the RSI Aurora Mk II. New for 2026, the Aurora might be one of the best Day 1 starter packs right now. Cargo elevators on either side hold a single 1 SCU box each, and shield generators are accessible externally right here on both sides of the ship. This is a modular ship, and the modules will attach at the rear. Shown here is the ship without a module. This is the defense module, which adds additional missile launchers and an additional shield generator accessible at the rear of the module. This shield generator is the same type as the other stock shield generators, but I'll cover more on that later. This is the cargo module, and it adds an additional 6 SCU of cargo storage, but it does have a minor quirk which I will show later. The cargo bay is opened from this button on the rear of the cargo elevator. Interior access is from this button near the cockpit, which will deploy the ramp with a surprisingly slick animation. Let's head inside. There is more component access inside the ship and an engineering terminal on the wall opposite the entry door. You've got storage shelves for mission boxes, a fire extinguisher for when things get real hairy, a shower, and a bed so you can stay out in space longer. From the bed, there are a pair of windows to provide you with a view of the outside of your ship. Heading to the pilot seat. Oops, I almost forgot to close the door and show you the internal weapons racks that will let you prepare for ground missions, as well as let you store your multi-tools and whatever else fits here. Moving to the pilot's seat will let you power up and get ready to take off into the wider world of Star Citizen. Before going too far, I wanted to show you what kind of mission box fits into the shelf and what kind of boxes are 1 SCU and the quirk of the cargo or TS module. The small bays that are on either side of the ship can only handle 1 SCU or standard cargo unit, or those small mission boxes. The cargo module can handle up to a 2 SCU box, basically 2 of the 1 SCU boxes glued together. The quirk of the cargo module is that the 2 SCU boxes have to be loaded lengthwise front to back of the ship and not side to side because of this little yellow hump in the middle of the cargo area. You can run entry-level cargo missions with this ship and can run them in a single trip if you have the cargo module. You will be limited to the entry-level missions and will need to make sure you don't have to haul anything larger than 2 SCU with the cargo module or 1 SCU without it. I'll take a very low-risk bounty mission so I can show off how the Aurora handles a fight even without the defense module. I've skipped ahead and I'm going to start this fight with a barrage of missiles to see what they can do. I'm going to go into third person just because. Looks like all 4 missiles hit, but did minimal damage to the target. So now I'm too close for missiles and will have to switch to the guns. I've got to be careful at various points because the NPC targets like to play chicken when engaging. It's a brief fight and I wind up chasing the bounty close to the ground before finishing it off. I won, so now I'll channel my inner Star Fox and do a barrel roll. Before heading back to the station to rearm, I wanted to show that you can switch the wing configuration mid-flight if you want, but folding the wings like this disables your guns, which is something to keep in mind, but it does look pretty cool. I put the defense module on the ship in between clips, and now I'm taking a low-risk bounty, which is a step above the previous and usually involves more than 1 enemy ship. The first target is another of the same ship from the very low-risk mission, and I'm going to open up with 4 missiles from the defense module to show off the difference. Once again, I'm too close for missiles and switching to guns, but you can see the absolute devastation that 4 larger missiles did to the target ship. It's not even able to move, but the actual bounty target is starting to pepper me, so I need to make this quick. Now that the escort is done, it's on to the main event. This target is in a more powerful ship, but as long as I stay behind it or outside its firing arc, I should be good. The stock weapons on the Aurora really start to show their limitations here. The ammo count in the upper left of the screen shows how many shots each gun has before it needs to recharge. Eventually, I'm able to take down the target and finish the mission. Taking one last look at my handiwork, it's time to return to the hangar and show how much those 4 missiles cost.
Nice one. Send in your pay.
Using the 4 larger missiles cost more to replace than the payout of the mission, so maybe don't do that. In the Vehicle Loadout Manager, you'll be able to switch out modules, paints, and other components including weapons. The Aurora uses all size 1 components except for the ship gun mounts. The guns are size 2 and can be swapped out with any size 2 weapon, or you could downgrade to size 1. Don't downgrade these by accident. You'll feel it in combat. The wing-mounted missiles are all size 1 missiles and can be swapped with any size 1 missile. I'm not going to go into the weeds too much with the different kinds of missiles, but it mostly boils down to how they track the target. Going to skip putting the cargo or TS module on and go straight to the DM or defense module, since the TS doesn't add anything other than the cargo space. Putting the defense module on will allow you to swap the extra shield generator and change the additional missile load. The extra shield generator is the same as the first 2. The additional missiles all show up individually in separate slots, which is unique since most are carried in a missile rack. Jumping to the store page for the Citizen Starter Pack, you can see what comes with the pack itself. You'll get the Aurora Mk II with no modules, 6 months of insurance, hangar access, 50,000 UEC, and game access. The pack is currently on sale at the time of this recording, but the regular price is going to be $60 by the look of it. So what does all this actually mean? This means you can get in, try out a lot of entry-level missions from cargo hauling, courier missions, which are essentially UPS-style package handling missions, at least 2 levels of bounty hunting missions, ground-based missions, which I did not show in the video since they are focused less on ship combat and more on ground combat with a rifle and personal armor. That's another video on its own. The pack itself is a pretty good value. If you want to jump in and try the game, I recommend getting the base pack, and you can upgrade at a later date if you choose. Given this detail, I would call the base pack the Tourist Starter Pack, as it's more geared towards players who want to jump in from time to time to see the progress of the game, and it has a relatively low cost to entry threshold. The bottom line, great entry ship, even better with upgrades, but perfectly usable right out of the box. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you make a better decision, or at least helped you avoid a bad one, hit the like button. It helps more than it probably should. For more straightforward breakdowns of starter packs, ships, and gameplay in Star Citizen, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'll keep cutting through the noise so that you don't have to. Links to everything I covered are in the description, along with my socials if you want updates between uploads. If there's something you want reviewed next, drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for what's actually worth your time. Make informed choices, fly smart, and try not to learn anything the hard way like the rest of us. I'll see you in the verse.